Hi, it's Jordan, here again with your next instalment of viral video goodness. Today I'll be showing you how to make your very own animated transitions and on-screen elements. Animations might seem quite daunting, but all it requires is a little bit of thought, patience, and of course, creativity. Before you start, have a think about what you're looking to achieve. Are you looking to move your audience from scene to scene? Or are you wanting to display text, shapes, or other images on screen for a couple of seconds or maybe even longer? Think about the various elements that you'll need to make up your animation and then get to work in constructing each individual one. To make a good animation, you'll need multiple elements. Here's a tip: if you're looking to make elements in Photoshop, make sure you build them on a transparent background. Save your elements in PNG format. That way, it'll save the transparent background with the image and it'll make your animation look a lot more professional. Today I'll be recreating a transition that I used throughout my video essay in second semester. You can customise the colours to suit your own video and it looks really professional. But the techniques that you learn in this video can be applied to whatever animation you decide to make, so pay attention. In your Premiere Pro project, import one of your animation elements onto your timeline. Elements could be anything from colourful shapes to text. Then right-click it and choose Replace with After Effects Composition from the drop-down list. This opens a new After Effects composition where you can build your animation. As you make changes in After Effects, Premiere Pro will automatically update, so you can always go back and hit play to see the animation within your video. You'll notice your element appears on its own layer in the After Effects window. Click the small arrows to the bottom left to open up the element's properties. You can make changes to each of these properties. For now, we'll leave them as they are. To the right hand side of these you'll see empty tracks. This is where we will build the animation up based on the position of keyframes. But what are keyframes? Keyframes represent points in time when a new set of instructions for an element occur. After Effects then works out the difference between the instructions at the first keyframe and the next. Say for instance you have a set of keyframes in the opacity track. The first keyframe is set at 100% opacity and the second is set at 0% opacity. As the animation is played, the element will fade out. You can apply keyframes to any of the properties listed underneath the element. So for example, a set of keyframes on the position track will result in an element moving across the frame. For the transition, I set the anchor point to the bottom left hand corner of the element and position the element back in the middle of the frame. Notice how I'm using the underlying values to make precise changes, but you can also click on the element in the preview window and use the handles to make the changes if you find this easier. I also want to set the rotation so that the element starts out of the frame and then rolls into it. Our initial frame has now been set. Now that we've set the default values for anchor point and position, we need to start adding keyframes for the rotation. Click the time vary stopwatch icon in the rotation track to tell After Effects that you're looking to animate this property. Then move the timeline marker to the point where you would like to create a new keyframe. Make your changes and play the animation back to check you're happy. If you need to move between keyframes using the left-right arrows between the property name and the tracks, it's a lot easier than trying to match up the tracker with the diamonds on the track. Make changes to either the position of the keyframe on the track or the values at each keyframe until you're completely satisfied with how the animation looks, and of course return to Premiere Pro to check it fits with your video. Here's another tip: highlight all the keyframes and right click them, then choose Easy Ease from the Keyframe Assistant menu. This makes your transition between keyframes look more natural. When you've completed one element of your animation, add the rest of your elements and repeat the process. Each element will have its own layer in the layer panel, so you can offset each of the keyframes so that one element starts moving a few moments after the last. You can also click and drag on each of the elements to rearrange them on top of one another. Elements higher up in the list of layers will appear on top. The more you build up your animation, the more exciting it will look. Keep animations snappy and short. Also, pay attention to detail. If something looks odd to you, it'll look odd to your video's audience too. You should end up with something like this. Play around with the various shapes and see what works for you. Make your transitions as complex as you need. Hopefully you found this tutorial useful and hopefully it's helped to enhance your videos. Even the smallest bit of animation can really help to improve the quality of your video and really up those grades. I've left a few links to examples of animated videos across the web so you can have a look and get some inspiration. Take care and good luck with the rest of the module.